Good morning. So our content today and this morning is all about what is happiness to you. So when we see happiness, it's an emotions of all human beings, either human beings and animals. Two things because animals have life as well as we all can see. They are all similar with human beings as well. So animals and humans, excluding plants and vegetables and trees. Okay, so what is happiness for them? For me, it's an emotions of achieving something that your mind and your whole being, physically, emotionally, that is your goal that you wanted to achieve in your life, even in a little things that you wanted, like even a little food that, oh, meaning, I'm happiness for me, it seems like the best example is that, I'm craving for an orange today. So if I have money, I can buy orange. If I don't, I don't. So can you feel the happiness for what is your emotions in that moment? So that is happiness. Yes. So so many people, meaning, my example of happiness is just very simple, and basically you will say, mom, your happiness or your standard for happiness is just money things, or what is in your hand, or what you can do in your life, like if you're saying you want to be, like you want to achieve something, like you want to be to finish elementary. If you finish that, you'll be happy. If your goal is you just finish high school, so you will be find the happiness for that. Meaning to say, for me, happiness is a goal to achieve at the end, that if you achieve and you succeed, that's happiness to you. If you don't, it's so-called failure. So the question is, whom gonna be defining that you're a happy person? Is it you, or your mother, or your father, your siblings, or your grandparents, or the other people? So it's basically that's meaning, it's difficult to really define what happiness is, but there are so many people nowadays, meaning, each one of us has its own. For me, each one of us, it has its own happiness. And for me, to be physically, folks, happiness is similar to heaven. So kaso lang, but the problem is there are so many claimants, oh, we've been to heaven, na para bang the heaven is so simple in such a way that they can see heaven when they are already sick, or they are under surgeries, or under an early death, na, meaning, I've been to heaven. So parang, so for me, when I commented with that, I will say that heaven that you see when you are under pain or surgeries, or so much nearly death, or you're dead, and then for a 30 minutes or after an hour you survive and you come back to life. It's an obligations and responsibilities for you to achieve in order for your life, that, hey, I'm given a second chance. So meaning to say, whatever I saw in heaven, I'm gonna work for it, right? So it's really defining, so deep meaning of happiness is. So there are also some people that, meaning, especially religious people. So I am wondering what's their goal of religion, kasi pag ipaprocess, if you assess also their systems and strategies, so strict na, it seems like you don't have a life anymore. Okay lang sa mga youth, pero may mga trabaho kasi tayo, na if we compare, or if we determine the happiness that we can find in our church, um mag-aawa, there is an argument, silent argument between church and our parents, because our parents wanted us to do laundry, to do cleanings, this and that, our assignments, and then at the end we have to go to the church on the Wednesday, every Wednesday night, for a prayer meeting. It's all right, pero it's time consuming. So hindi pa ba sapat na every Sunday we're going to the church? The problem with that also, we're giving money for them. So para bang we are giving money to the church, pero ang expectations is you're wanted more blessings from that. So pag Diyos dyan, so parang it's so difficult na kung happiness, and then we're talking here happiness. So in your life, ma'am, what if you will ask me what's really happiness for me? So it's hello, and then happiness is like when you smile. I think it's more on smiling and satisfactions of the goal in your life. Like for example, my thing, my really makes me happy is marriage with my late partner, then my boyfriend as well. Na sa akin, for me, we should end up our relationships with marriage. Pero iba pala yung there is a different, that's why I could say happiness has different meaning and it's a variations na para ding ang langit may variations din na step by step. Step 1, heaven 1, heaven 2, heaven 3, heaven until 10, right? The perfect number is 10. So, or 8. Pero generally, pag mga lucky number daw, 8 kasi endlessly. Kasi pag sabihin mo naman endlessly, pointless. You cannot reach heaven. Na para bang, lamang tayong kaligayahan nito. Ano bang happiness, ma'am? So, dapat nalalagyan natin ng tuldok. So, for example, is there God? Yes, there is God. On the living. When you die, ang hirap, it's so difficult to achieve identifications of God when you're dead. Kasi ibang buhay yun tsaka parang based on my experience. Kaya nga, sabi ko, tama rin ako na may mga sikreto yan, folks eh. So when you say, ma'am, are they talking over there? They have their own languages, especially for the stars. Kasi yung buhay natin, folks, when we die, ang sasalubong, whatever pick us up is our star. Kaya tama rin naman yung mga turo ng religion na we have to take good care of our spiritual life. Kasi nga ipipick up nila. Kaso pag pick up din naman, ma'am, are we fully aware that we had pick up by the star or by God or our spirits? All I could say is hindi. May sikreto sila na ang hirap i-explain, folks, na if you are a normal-minded person, you will just say, baliw si ma'am, crazy, nababano. Lalo na sa Pilipinas, ang sakit. Laking insult to folks, especially in my case na whatever, my happiness is that my old American man to be with God. Na gusto ko talaga kasi may chances. Kasi ako, wala na akong chances. If I will be going to heaven or I will be reaching happiness in the afterlife, who will explain to people na, hey, my daughter or my husband, my wife is in heaven? Wala. At saka hindi ko alam, who knows. So that's why I was really striving hard in as much as I can and I could and possibly I could that my old American would be perfect. So nasabi ko, oh yeah. So my happiness is marriage. To be honest with you, folks, marriage is holy. Doon tayo sa marriage because marriage is the foundations of emotions that you are fully confident in your life. And in marriage kasi as a woman, you have a partner that will complete what is missing in your life. Na para din parte sa lawas na ano ba ang butas, di ba? May butas, may pusi. So anong kulang dyan, Dek? Yan ang magkukomplete. Ma'am, against ka ba doon? So, fight for it. It's a mental disorder na isipin mo lang, lalaki ka, gusto mo lalaki din makipag-kiss ka sa lalaki. Parang educationally and normally thinking, na pero pag sila naman, ma'am, it's so difficult for us to fight for it. No, it's not. Okay? So kaya sabi ko, science would have to focus with that na ano bang gamot? Craziness nga, they can treat mental depression. How much more about those gays and lesbians? How come they cannot treat them? It's just in their brain. Kaso lang walang nagsalita. Even religions, if you're talking about God, okay lang sa US, kaya ban ako sa Facebook na for 30 days, kaya yung happiness ko, God, how will I achieve this when people are so against you, when you are hindi marunong, especially if they don't know how to assess properly and correctly how come this person is like this? So that's happiness is, because for me, my happiness is, especially right now, is to stop the rape in the world as a whole, killings as a whole, and wars as a whole. Yan yung happiness ko, folks, na kung ma-achieve ko siya, I will be the most happiest person on earth. And all I could say when I die, Lord, in my last breath, I reach heaven when I'm alive. Tayo na, Lord, ano bang buhay natin sa afterlife? Kaya sabi ko, ang galing ni Tanda. Ang galing na ni Michael kasi when they arrive, oh my God, there's so many of them. Kaso lang, we cannot see it. In my case, supposedly they want to show me, but the thing is, happiness, that's why to be honest with you folks, I'm the most happiest happiest person on earth right now. Kaso lang, ang nangyari din naman, hindi ko siya ma-achieve because, wow, congratulations to myself. I achieved what I am really working on for 36 years. Ito 36 years ko siya, even though I started it when I was 13 years old for my salvation formula. Because, so nakita ko na ang meaning of life, no? To be honest with you folks, I found the meaning of life. I found happiness, and I know what is happiness is. The problem with that is, if in my own self I found my happiness, the trouble is, what's your opposite? What is the man in your life? Can they see you as their happiness? Can they say you or are together as happy? Na if they are with you, can you see them that they are happy to be with you? O di ba wala? I lost two boyfriends already. And then I will assess myself why. And to be honest, my God Lord, I got the most supposedly. Yes, I indebted 1.5 million pesos in the bank. I'm working hard for it. Pera lang yan, Lord. Parang sinasabi din sa Bible when you say in the passage of 'di ba si Jesus in the Holy Bible, na especially facing Nicodemus the rich man, that how to be happy, how to be saved, how to be in heaven. O sabi naman ni Jesus, you will sell all your stuff, sell all your money, give it to the poor and follow me. So who is Jesus then, that we are, there's so many religious leaders, they are following the style of Jesus, they are doing miracle healings, this and that. Kaya sabi ko, in the next following days, I really wanted to follow the steps of Jesus. Kaso ako man si Jesus. Kaya sabi ko, sa Biblia ko titingnan kasi background din naman niya. I'm so, so amazing, right? And then in the follow Jesus, meaning to say, what is his life that we are going to follow in order for us all to find happiness, di ba? So parang nakita ko na nga yung happiness, yung mga lalaki. For me, to be honest with you folks, it's the happiness, you can find happiness, it depends upon husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, basically indeed with husband and wife. And then the children for me is an obligations, once children is an obligations and responsibilities of husband and wife, because it is your offspring. So walang responsibilidad ang Diyos dyan. Okay, so when we say church also, when you founded your own church, meaning to say, what is your happiness that you wanted to achieve, especially if you are dealing with a group of people, you have a members. As a government leaders as well, you as a government leaders, you are chosen by the people, especially for the democratic countries, that to serve them or to do what is best for them. Ang nangyari din naman, there are so many religious people na they are against with the government. Hey, you are choosing your government leader to work for you. So let them work their job in their own terms. After their terms, find another one. Because life is trial and error, similar with education. So every day we have to assess our lives in order for us all to find our own happiness, individual happiness, because once we are happy, it will also reflect the positivity towards others. O kung hindi maintindihan ng others yung happiness na gusto mo, it's their problem, as long as we don't rape, kill, and wars. So pag wala yan folks, if you want to argue or to debate, go to online worlds. Or if you want to kill, marami sa online world, there are so many apps that you can practice your intellectual and your madness and fight for what you really wanted to achieve. Sa mga ML games, ang daming games through online for men, that they can express themselves to fight. For the military and policemen, of course, we cannot control the movement of the people to violate rules and regulations of the government. So that is their job. But in terms of killing peoples, assess every movement and actions by the government. Okay, so that's happiness is, I want us all, for me in our life, even my own life, I'm also working for it because I'm still alive. Good for Michael, he's dead. So for me, happy na siya. He reached his happiness. But it doesn't mean that when you die, that's your happiness already. No, it's not. And then some also will say, oh, they are in heaven. They are already rest in peace. Ask them, are you happy in there? Are you with God? If they are not in with God, wala. It's not, you cannot, kasi God will assess us all if our life, when we are alive physically, pleasing in their eyes. Kaya, ang hirap ng challenge, no? Kaya sabi ko, pirahan na lang natin na while we're doing find our own happiness and finding our meaning of our life and our responsibility and obligations as a worker, since we have to work, we have jobs, make money out from it, and at the same time in the night time talk to God and say, hi, this is my life. So parang sometimes it's nice to say, do not lean on your own understanding. Those who can understand, they can understand. Those who don't. But at the end of the day, what is life then? Na ikaw, you as the person, you find your happiness and the others, they don't. Right? So parang ang hirap. Ang hirap na ikaw, you find your happiness, you find the meaning of your life. The others, they don't. So for the others, find your own happiness, find the meaning of your life. So that's all basically, folks, for this morning. Please subscribe on my channel. You can free to comments below. Thanks for watching and good morning.